Hey guys, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever speed build where I'm doing an actual audio recording. So I'm really excited to be able to do this, and I'm excited to be able to hang out with you guys for the next 10 minutes or so. So I'll introduce myself and just tell you guys a little bit about me and who I am. I have been playing The Sims since, well, basically it's probably since it came out, like the very early 2000s. I played like the original Sims, and then I have over the years played basically all the different versions and iterations of Sims. I'm very much into like lifestyle simulation games. I got really into like Roller Coaster Tycoon when I was younger as well, and even as an adult, right? I still play those style games. I just love building. I love creating. It's such a really good creative outlet for me that I don't get anywhere else. So I've been streaming on Twitch for about the last year and a half, like off and on. I'm like really awful at being able to like manage my work schedule and then try to have enough time in my day to also do Twitch. So with that being said, that's kind of why I'm here today. I love creating, and I definitely want to still put my content out there, but I think that this is going to be the best way for me to do it go forward, at least for like the next little while, probably the next couple months, maybe even longer. I might also still stream on Twitch, but it won't be nearly as consistent. I just feel like with the amount of time that you have to really put into Twitch streaming, I think that this is just a better fit for me right now. So this is my very first build, speed build for YouTube. This is a modern eco home using the new modern eco pack that came out, and this is really my second house building the pack. I didn't really build with it when it first came out. I just purchased it, so this is a pretty fresh perspective on the pack. I really haven't watched a lot of YouTube videos. I haven't watched a lot of content creators. This is just kind of my own personal opinions on the pack. I do think that it is a really good pack. Now, I don't do a ton of gameplay, so you're not going to get a lot of gameplay out of me. That's not the content that I put out there. I generally just purely build. I play a little bit, but I find that I just don't play for very long. So I play for like 20 minutes, create a character, put a bunch of cheats in, and then I'm done. That's usually kind of how my Sims games go, but I love building. I could build for hours and hours and hours. So that's kind of where we're at today with it. So this is I really like the pack. I think that from a building perspective, there's a ton of really good things in here. Lots of good like new windows, doors, etc. I do think that some of the windows, I'm going to use one later in this build, but some of the like tall, slender windows look almost exactly like, I don't know if it's base game, I'm honestly not sure, but it looks exactly like some other windows in the game. So there's some windows to me that look, and they look almost the same, and I did put them up against each other when I first like logged in to see what was new, and I was like, these are just too similar. Like I wasn't really sure why that was what they put in the pack, but I'm not a creator, so it's not my job. But regardless, that was kind of my only thing that I was like, huh? But everything else I have so far like really enjoyed. One thing with this build, like I didn't put a ton of skill set things in this house, and while I say it's a modern eco house, I didn't build the house to be eco-friendly. That's not that wasn't the point. I was just building a modern house. I have like basically two different things that I build in The Sims currently. I build a lot of modern houses, so you'll get a lot of like modern house content out of me. I also love to do like challenge build houses. So I recently did like the McAllister's house from the movie Home Alone, if you guys know what that is. That's on the gallery. I also did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house. That's on the gallery. I'm in the middle of building the Downton Abbey, like huge house from the show Downton Abbey. But I didn't record it, so I might actually start it over and rebuild that house as well. I don't know, haven't decided yet. So maybe I could do a YouTube video on that one, although I think it will be a huge video. Like it'd probably be like a two-parter, because that build, it's like hours and hours and hours to build like a huge castle. It takes forever. So as you can see here, I just kind of added some pedestals in the pool. I also did the like small pedestal trick that a lot of you have seen Kate Emerald do. I love watching her build. She's she's amazing. But that's where I saw that trick at. That's the first time I saw the trick. That's where I saw it. So I love using that just to create kind of like that round effect. That's something that obviously I know all of us would really love for the developers to put in the game, would be to get a lot of like anything circular, please. I know that, you know, there are definitely some things that you can do, i.e. what I just did there, but it would be amazing to be able to actually do like true circular walls without having to use like mods or like the Mexi tool, the Twisted Mexi tool, or any of that kind of stuff. So I do use that. I don't use that tool in this build, but I have used it in some of my other builds that are up on the gallery right now. So I think right now I'm trying to just wrap up the outside, and I really focused on just doing super simple, clean looking landscaping. I do clutter sometimes, but you guys will notice like I don't do a ton of cluttering. I'm not like a clutter sim builder, so that's again not like a ton of content that you'll get out of me, is the clutter aspect of it. I really love like exterior architecture, and even this house is, I mean, it's relatively simple actually, but this is the first time I built in about probably 4 or 5 weeks, so it's kind of like me just checking out the pack, just kind of getting a feel for it. In this, you can tell here, I actually had the kitchen in the other area of the house, and then I decided that I wanted to do it in more of like the open space, kind of with the stairs right there. And then I end up using the other side for like the dining room area, and I put like a little bookshelf on the side, and then I use that little nook. I was originally going to use that nook for a pantry, and then after a while I decided to do kind of like a little like half bath or something. I did find that the little space where the dining room was at was kind of irritating, because all the rugs are like either too small or too big, so they kind of clip into the bathroom. I love this. A lot of these like industrial looking shelves, they're amazing. They remind me a lot, though. I don't know if you guys have seen all this stuff for the new Paralives game and how like the industrial is kind of like their thing. It reminds me a ton of like the industrial stuff that like the Paralives developers have put, the content they put out there. Regardless, I love how it looks, so that's kind of why I was using it. Obviously I'm doing a modern build, so there it is, kind of like a modern industrial build. Not super industrial, but their stuff's industrial, but I really like that modern / industrial look. Like, I love the look of those shelves, and then I end up in a second here doing a desk. And then I grabbed some art from the gallery. I will credit this at the end, but the artist's name is Falcone345678, and you can find their art on the gallery. I love grabbing some art from the gallery just to kind of give you that custom look without like actual custom content, because I don't tend to use any custom content in my builds. I love custom content, it's gorgeous, but I just don't love the maintenance of it. So for me, just using things that I can just buy in the game just works better. Regardless, so now I'm just kind of going through and furnishing a little bit. The first floor is almost done here. I do, like I said, I really love, once I get into it, finishing up this area here with the desk. I do put like a rug, and I put 2 lamps, and I actually put them on the same side. And I literally didn't even realize I did this until well after, like already posted on Twitter, was editing this video, and then I was like, I have 2 lamps on the same side of the desk. So sorry about that. Anyone that's downloading it, you can move a lamp to the other side, one of those 2 lamps. I wanted to put that little music thing in there. I really like keeping like my kitchen builds like super simple. Sometimes I do upper shelves, but I really liked the look of the like open kind of faux shelving, I guess. And sometimes I've created the faux shelving in the kitchen before, but I felt like for this build, I just real simple kind of, like I said, industrial modern look was what I was going for. So this is the only full bathroom in the house. I did do just like I used the new like lattice fencing as kind of like walls. In the past, I may have only done like maybe a half wall there, or walled it off and done like an archway, but I feel like with how small this space is, and really you'd only probably have one or just like a couple sim living here. I don't think I guess you might be able to alter it and put like a kid's bedroom somewhere, but I don't really feel like, especially with the big upstairs, that the bathroom needed a door on it. So I love that window that I just put over the desk. It's one of our window. My goodness, that mirror. I love that mirror. That's one of my favorite mirrors in the game. So anyway, I'm just adding added the tall mirror there, adding just a couple accents. I did realize that I needed a door upstairs, so I just added a door. I don't know if I clipped that out or not, but I did just add a door upstairs so that, the Sims can go out onto the balcony out there. And right now you can kind of see I'm just going through and like doing any like final touches. I added a couple skill items, like I added the treadmill, I added the guitar and the microphone. All things that should be in your lap. But regardless, I'm going to wrap it up here. At the very end credits, I'll have my Twitch and my Twitter. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment below if there's anything that you guys would love to see me build. I love doing challenge builds, and anything that kind of challenges me. It really drives me to build more. You know what I mean? But until next time, guys, bye.